What's up, my fellow engineers? Just over here sitting having my coffee right now. We have a lot. Well, yeah, we have a bit to talk about. We're actually going to be talking about, well, obviously, if you didn't guess from the title of the episode and the background I have here going on, we're going to be talking a little bit about Turn A. Not just the actually the series we're actually going to be talking about. We're also going to be talking about the things that goes on the background of the production as well. As we know, is made by Tomino, who also made the Granddaddy Gundam. So, all right. So, for those who never seen Turn A, it's actually I'll go ahead and just tell you a quick summary of it. So, Turn A, it's a unique entry. I'm gonna put it that way. It's a unique entry to the franchise. It's set in a different timeline. It's called the current century. It follows a character named Lauren. He's a young member of the moon race who came down to the Earth. He's also doing some reconnaissance to pretty much to decide if if the Earth is actually suitable to live. And obviously, he's been there for years. Him and his allies who went with him. He's been living as a servant for a particular family. And during the ceremony, he discovers a mobile suit hidden inside of a statue, which, as we know, is called the Turn A. So the series kind of explores like the theme of like, well, let's put it this way. It's Gundam Seed done right in terms of what aspects I'm talking about. Is talking about like the peace aspect. I'll be real. Out of all the Gundam series, I think he definitely had a more happy ending. Even more so than Shiro Amada off of 8th MS team. Oh, hang on. There we go. Yeah, the washer Gundam. Yeah, I do like that. Yeah, Turn A is more than just a killing machine. It's a washing machine. It's like your Swiss Army knife. He does a lot of things. Yeah, guys. So we're just trying to have like a little bit of a chill night. Hopefully, you guys also as well. You know, we're going to be getting into like a bit of a review of Turn A and also the what went on in the background, especially with Tomino. As we know, Tomino did made this series after taking a 6-year long break. Yeah, between Victory Gundam and this, he took 6 years off. That's when his depression was kicking in. So, what is Turn A? Turn A was directed by Tomino himself. It was created as part of a kind of like the 20th anniversary for the Gundam franchise to celebrate. Actually, the mecha designs it was actually made by the American named Syd Mead. If you guys don't know who that is, he had his hands on what's that movie? Tron is one of them. I'm thinking about the other. Blade Runner. Also Blade Runner. He sort of like goes in the back of not background. Sort of is like a futuristic. So he predicts like what technology may look like, let's say 20 years from now, 30 years from now, or 40 years from now. So it does have 50 episodes. It's somewhere between it was released 1999 and 2000. Obviously, it took about 2 or 3 years in production. And let me go ahead and give you my honest opinion about the show. It's slow. Yes, it's slow. It doesn't start picking up until after episode 34, 35, somewhere around there. But I will say this. This show is definitely a type of show that wanted to be made. That's exactly how I feel about it. This is the type of series that I really feel like somebody really wanted to make it and really had some passion into it. We're going to be getting some like deep facts too as I'm getting into like a review of it. So this is actually the last Gundam series that was actually hand paint drawn at that. After that, it was Seed. Seed went to all digital after that. So Seed became the first digital sort of art for the Gundam franchise, and Turn A became the last hand paint drawn for the series. So fun fact. It's produced by Sunrise. Also, 2 compilation films was released in 2002. Multiple manga adaptations. Or manga. Wacky saw that. Yeah. So turn A. Alright, let me go ahead and give you my my honest review. I really like it. I think it is... Now, my fan side says it's definitely an A. Or I'm sorry, an S. It's an S rank. I definitely feel like this is an S rank tier. I really feel like there's been love to it, respect to it. I really feel like the direction of it was pretty interesting, and I really think the risk of the designs, obviously, if you look at Turn A, it doesn't have the traditional designs, but I think the risk really paid for itself. Even though I don't know if you guys know this, but the designer I said earlier, Syd Mead, believe it or not, Tomino really regretted hiring this guy. They were going at it about the designs and the production, like, hey, you know, I really don't like this guy's design. He's not really fitting my... So yeah, Tomino really had like doubts about the designs of Turn A and also the other mobile suits within the series. And the reason why he approved it, it's because there was no time. It was getting close to the deadlines, and Tomino was like, all right, let's go ahead and do this. Let's go ahead and release it. But what led up to Turn A? That's the question. What led up to the production of Turn A? So in order to talk about more about Turn A, we need to talk about further back in the beginning. So when Tomino sold the rights to Gundam, between the late 1980s and early 1990s, Tomino, that's when he got into his deep depression. He regretted it. He really didn't want to do it. If he could take it all back, he would. But all that depression is a lot of studio interference. The studio interference, there was a lot of meetings in the back door saying, hey, we need more of this and we need more of that. Tomino really hated it. As somebody who wants to create their own content, I could totally understand. Especially if this is your baby, you understand what your baby is. It's kind of hard to listen to people who really want to influence it. Let's put it that way. So Tomino was just hired for a bunch of influence that was getting onto his project. And yes, Basket Case, by the way, wasn't he also burnt out? Yes, he was burnt out because before Victory Gundam came out, and actually even before F91 came out, it was already sold. Sunrise already already gotten the rights to Gundam. It was already sold. That further into his depression. So because he sold the rights to Sunrise, that's why he didn't really have much to say when it came to F91. He had no choice but to listen to Sunrise to do F91 the way that they wanted to do it, which he wanted to do a series, they wanted to do a movie. Which, in the back room, I believe there was 13 episodes in the making, and they had to pretty much condense it, obviously, which made a lot of pacing errors, and I'm not exactly sure how much of those 13 episodes content was put into the movie. I'm not sure. But after Victory Gundam, Tomino's like, you know, with all this depression going on, and obviously the way that he made Victory Gundam is also the way that he reflected himself. A lot of directors' passions will actually go into the series and film. Tomino obviously showed that when he made Victory, which obviously you guys know his name, Kill 'Em All Tomino. So, which led to a 6-year break. He took a 6-year break between Victory Gundam and Turn A Gundam. That's what led to his break. But obviously during his break, Sunrise was wanting to release something for the 20th anniversary, which involved Tomino. Which Turn A Gundam was actually for him to return to Gundam. I'm sorry, I can't read and talk at the same time. So Basket Case says the only thing that he did Gundam related after Victory to Turn A was Crossbow manga, right? I do know he had his hands on the Gundam manga. Believe it or not, he actually written himself one of the Turn A mangas. I'm not exactly sure if he written Crossbone or anything like that in between the break, but anime in general, he took a 6-year break. Just in anime in general. So, but yeah, but really though, what exactly is Turn A? Turn A, in a passion, it is Tomino's love letter to the Gundam franchise. Like after when they had that turn-year break, he had no involvement whatsoever when it came to Wing and G Gundam or anything like that. Yeah, the guy did had a mental breakdown. You're right. He spent 6 years taking a break. Obviously, Sunrise. Sunrise obviously didn't make him take that break. They said that he's the one who came up with the break. Like, look, I do need to take a break. I do need to step away from this for a little while, and he did. He got tired of the studio interference. He got tired of Sunrise stepping in and say, we want this, 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 and this. Hey, we want these type of mobile suits. We want this type of change. And obviously that's why a lot of actors, they get tired of playing the same roles over and over again. You get more exhausted. Well, actors anyways, they get more exhausted doing the promotion of the movie than actually playing in the movie. That makes sense. They have to go to all these places and as their characters and stuff like that. A lot of marketing, a lot of that's why a lot of actors would like to step out of films of their even though it's like their passion projects and stuff like that. They will step away from it because of studios stepping in and telling them what to do. What we talk about Turn A? Yeah, we're talking about Turn A. So yeah, I'll go ahead and get to the series as a whole, and then we'll get more to the background of it. So Turn A as a series as a whole, I really like it. The fan side of me, like I said, it's definitely an S. I feel like this is a series that's that somebody really wanted to make, and it looks beautiful. It does, and the reason why I say it looks like a series I wanted to make, and the reason why the pacing is so slow, is because it doesn't it focuses more in his own world. It wants to show you like, hey, this is the piece that that Tomino kind of like always talks about in Gundam. So obviously there's some small skirmishes here and there. I think he always wanted to plan to give Lauren that happy ending, which he did give Lauren that happy ending. I think Lauren, out of all the Gundam characters, definitely had the happiest ending. By the way, guys, if you haven't seen it, I will be talking about spoilers. I mean, it's been out for 20 years. So obviously, the symbol on the Turn A's head, it means all Gundam. It gets to the roots of like breaking the cycle of the violence through the protagonist. Yeah, I could agree to that, Basket. By the way, guys, like I said, like we're pretty much just having a chill night right now. So you guys have any questions, like go ahead and pop out. But it definitely reflects on the Gundam's legacy. That's I will say that. So the whole point of the series itself, it really shows Tomino. I don't know if Tomino was doing this on purpose by giving the middle finger, basically, if that's a nice way of putting it. He kind of want to shows that he is the alpha and he's the omega. Turn A Gundam takes place far in the future to where basically it's the bridge. Turn A Gundam is basically that bridge that connects every other Gundam series together. The only thing that goes further than Turn A, I believe, is G-Reco. Also, Dub says, I highly recommend watching the Syd Mead interview for Turn A Gundam. It's a really good interview. Oh, I didn't know there was an interview of that. Thank you. Yeah, I'll definitely watch that. Actually, right after this, you know what? You know what? Let's go ahead and watch that. We'll watch it together. Like I said, we're just chilling right now. We're all here talking about Turn A, which I'm hoping that you guys like Turn A. I like Turn A. Yeah, if you want to, Michael, go ahead. Besides, man, I promised last time that I want you on, man. Let me go ahead and find the that interview. Although, I really think that when Tomino hired him for the designs, like I said, I thought that was a really risk move, but obviously Tomino regretted because there's was a lot of differences between the two on basically like what are they aiming for, what are they looking for. And Tomino just said, I haven't watched it yet. I'm still early in the UC stuff. Oh, okay, huh? Yeah, with a mustache. It's really good. It's really slow, but the point of it was it's slow is because it kind of shows you like the world. So imagine like early 20th century, like World War One, but there's a Gundam there. It just happened to be there. There's Zaku's in it too. So to get to a quick summary, I mean, man, like I said, there's going to be spoilers. So basically, it's about how the world kind of reset it, and there's these mobile suits that's pretty much like buried like all over the place on the Earth, but the moon is trying to migrate back from the moon to the Earth. They're trying to pretty much move back, and people of the Earth is like, nah. So it's they formed a militia to kind of fight them back off. There's more skirmishes. Like they're not having a war. It's not an all-out war. It's pretty much like a skirmish. All right, boys and girls.
Well,
I'm gonna go ahead and actually put this up so that way we all could actually enjoy this. Oh, wait. I probably just messed up there. That's all right. All right, so let's go ahead and watch this interview. It's 20 minutes.
thanks for having us, and thanks for doing this.
Yeah.
It's going to be exciting to bring the story of Turn A Gundam to all the American fans, who a lot of whom probably don't know a lot of the details we'll get into.
I don't think so.
Yeah. But I'd like to,
Make sure you give credit to this
before we go
pineapple
there, just
combo.
get into your background and how, obviously your first love is automobiles and cars.
By the way, Mike, where you at?
You went to Art Center, and you worked for Ford. That was one of your big big first things, and I'm
Not
curious.
that big.
It was a big name at least.
Yeah.
So when did
Michael,
you get
this is what I need you to do.
was that
Go
something from
to
college? Like, were you
go
always
to the
drawn
Discord.
Well,
Go to
I
the
wrote
waiting
my
room,
envelope
and I could bring you in.
I figured I better do that so I can still remember all this stuff.
right.
And so I started drawing when I was 2.5. I have a drawing. It'll be in the book. My parents saved everything, fortunately.
Does anybody know like how long until he mentions about? Until he mentions Turn A? You don't know? Yeah, he is. He's actually he's probably going to be on maybe. But nah, we'll go ahead and get to the deeps of this. We'll watch it later. Hey, what's up? Part 2 is the video where he talks about it. Okay, yeah, let me see that. Oh wow, there's three parts. There's a complete interview here.
In sections, okay? Now, what I thought, parents, is that those cars were made from components that had to be modeled individually. Every piece of chrome had to be modeled in clay, maybe a hardwood prototype model made for it. Dies were made, and the car was assembled by all these different parts. Now cars are designed as a three-dimensional envelope that encloses the package, which is the underneath part, the impact system, and the air conditioning, and the internal parts of the car, and the envelope that describes the passenger compartment. But this envelope is a tessellated mesh of computer-generated points. And then you map the stuff onto that. You map door cuts, you map...
Can you guys even hear the video? I'm curious.
Details. So you can have the gas stoves somewhere halfway around the world. They all arrive and they fit perfectly because they're all matched to this ISO International Digital Standard. In Europe in particular,
10 years from now, 20 years from now, what do you think it's simply going to be?
What do you think cars will be the future? Okay.
corporate.
Maybe it's like links right here.
Oil profits, which are immense. But the hybrid is now
Alright, business, facts.
the length of time until your battery runs out. You have a little donkey engine, we used to call them. Little engine. Low
Camaro.
Bias, and it feeds electricity.
Urban, private.
And when the battery runs
Nah,
out,
I don't see
have
it.
this
That's
generator.
fine. It's fine. We don't have to hunt for it. I was just curious because I kind of want to see that interview of him talking about it. Turn A is actually one of my favorites. Oh, part 2.2. My bad. I just saw that. Yeah, 0.2.2. But yeah, you know what? Let's talk more about Tomino. So Tomino sold the rights, got the press. You could see it with Victory. Took a 6-year break. Once the 6-year break was over, that's when he started Turn A. Turn A was a celebration for the 20th anniversary. There's actually even an interview of Tomino actually talking about Turn A, saying like he kind of wants to bridge the gap. It is pretty much like a way of all the universes comes together to Turn A. Like I said, it was kind of like a middle finger saying like, hey, I am the Alpha, I am the Omega. What started with Gundam with me will end with Gundam with me, which obviously he continued on later on, making G-Reco. That was a continuation. Yep, kill them all, Tomino. There was never really a U.S. release. I mean, there was in 2015, but it was never a dub release of Turn A. What, turn A? The mustache? Turn A, yeah, turn A is the one that does the Moonlight Butterfly. Which one of you guys like to turn X? That's what I'm curious about. Where you at? We could have got a US release. Toonami wanted to bring it over either X or Turn A to show their block, but Bandai forced them to show the original show instead. Yeah, which is wild. I honestly think that is wild. Can you, Freedom, can you put a picture of... oh, the Bandit. I got you. Yeah, I could post it. I'll show it on here. Yeah, the Bandit. Yeah, which by the way, you guys, like, there's a lot of mobile suits you could kind of like be familiarized with. There's some mobile suits that you see indications of wing. There's hints of also frozen. Well, I want to say hints. They say it. There's frozen cryo tubes basically. So some people live through the dark history. So there's one guy that's on the show that kind of lived through Wing. And he flips out when he sees the turn A. There's the Bandit. So whoever was asking for the Bandit, there you go. That's the Bandit. Kind of looks like a hornet, like a bug. Fun fact, Alex, did you know that that the Sumo was supposed to be the original design for the tourney? Yep, it's supposed to be the original design. Oh, okay, I didn't know he was aware. But I do know that there was a Blu-ray release. I know that in 2015 for the Turn A. Oh, I didn't know that, man. I didn't know. Yeah, the Aegis was a rejected design from Turn A. Yeah. Also, Well, to go back a little bit, so Char's counterattack, whenever Tomino was making Char's counterattack, like directing it, the studio Sunrise actually had to step in because they didn't like how Tomino was kind of was going with the characters of like Armoro and Char. Like they kept telling him like or also the beginning of Char's counterattack, like he just starts off with a battle. You have these new characters. So there was a lot of disagreements that was going on in the beginning that caused Tomino to basically take that long break. Yeah, I heard about that too. Yeah, I heard about that too. About Fukuda saying that Armor was supposed to be married. Yeah. So let's see. Yeah, and that's what oh hey Michael. Yeah, but that's was the studio's issue because it literally started off like basically Char just returning. It was a battle, all these characters. It kind of Sunrise believed like which is understandable. They believed like the audience was just going to catch what was going on. They pretty much like was dropped inside in the middle of an action without knowing any of the context, what's going on, and all that stuff. So I could totally get it on the audience point of view of that issue. I never heard it been called like that, but I agree. Yeah. Um, the Conjurer, I feel Victory Gundam is the Black History for Tomino's professional record. That could be why he came up with the idea of Black History or the Dark History. There was a theory, and I don't think this theory fell through. But there was a theory that Yuso from Victory Gundam lineage is somehow connected to Char. I think it's already been debunked. I think, but basically, like Char had a child with I forgot her name. That girl from that lady from Char's counterattack. Pretty much like his the one who was stationed on the Ralula. So so there was like a room of a theory that somehow Yuso it's like blood related, that lineage. But like I said, I think that got debunked. See, I actually liked Victory. I kind of like. I don't like much plot armor. No, there was not much plot armor in that series. A bad or embarrassing history. Oh, I didn't know that. For working people, it's where the term black company comes from. I didn't know that. That's actually pretty. Yeah. Black history is the Japanese slang to refer bad or embarrassing histories. It was apparently the original idea, but Tomino apparently put the stop to it. Okay. Alright, so tell me, Freedom, did you know that one of the Low creation horror monster that pops out of a gateway. No, I didn't know that. I know there was a mass production turn A. I know there's like a brief like section that talks about it. Also, Michael, man, I see you. Where you at, man? I'm waiting on you. I admit it, I'm dying over here. I need your help. Victor has a weird history, not very popular. Yeah, it's not. It's not very popular. I think some of the directions that was used in there was very weird. But that's like the thing I was saying with, like, with Turn A. Oh, I thought you were hopping in, Michael. I've been waiting on you. You said you want to hop in. Victory, just like how I said how Turn A was like that show that Tomino wanted to make. Victory, I feel like, was a show that he did not want to make. And I think that's why they both turn out differently. Why? I think that's why. Oh, I thought you were hopping onto the Discord. I think that's why Tomino. I think that's why Victory, I'm sorry, didn't come out as popular as Turn A. But Turn A, if you look at it, is very unique. Tomino just took that risk and said, "Hey, I just need this guy to design this." But obviously, he was he had second thoughts about that risk. He didn't want to do it, but it was already too far into it. And the results came out good. I mean, the uniqueness of the models and the mobiles that came out pretty good. By the way, hi, Michael. How did you find Seed Freedom in? You there, Michael? Okay, nice. Okay. That's fine. Alright, well, let's see where I was at. Did you know that Tomino was the first piece of advice he gave to the G Gundam director is do something different or else people are going to hate it? Yeah. Yeah, I could see that because if G Gundam was the first in the franchise that decided to go something out of the UC, era and universe. It was in his own universe. I think Tomino was just giving him the advice to don't try hard to copy what UC is doing. And I think a lot of mistakes with producers, directors, is that they try to recreate the formula but just can't hit the mark just right. You'll see that in a lot of movies today where they see the production of something and they try to copy that formula. Like Marvel, for example. Like I promise you, they're never going to recreate that Iron Man movie. That was lightning in a bottle, sort of saying. I like how the middle addressed the criticism of the people who had issues with Jesus. I'm to the middle was and the deconstruction of Kira. Yeah. Turn A is unique, but you're an incredible slow burn, even a slice of life standards. Yeah, it's a very incredible slow burn. It does not pick up, like I said earlier, 34, 35, somewhere around that area. You'll get maybe small skirmishes here and there, very few deaths here and there. But I think because it focuses too much on the reality, what it's in, the world that is in, it focuses a lot on the characters. And I think that's the reason why like it gives that slow burn, because that's what Tomino's mostly focusing on, is the peace aspect of it. I think that's why like Tomino decided to do like those side quests for the try to reinvite you. Yeah.
Okay, that was the. Oh,
Okay, there you go.
Finally.
All right, there you go, Mike. What's up, buddy?
Hey,
All right, so y'all, it's where do you go?
so
Oh, there you go.
what were you saying?
No, Mike. Hey, since you're here right now, what is your take on Turn A since you watched it?
I actually thought it was just a nice general pace anime.
General
It
pace.
was
Okay.
slow, yes, but after a certain point, it did really pick up.
Okay.
I did watch the epic moon fights for that good amount of time.
Yeah, when the actions happened, the actions was actually very interesting. They were very entertaining. It was something that I always locked my eyes on.
The fact that they actually did dual wielding, and the fact that the Turn X had a fucking shining finger option.
See, that's the thing
It
about
just shows like
Turn A, because Tomino released some of those references that you would see in other series, at least the series that's before the 2000s, that you would probably recognize in other Gundam franchises that came out before. So obviously, like you just mentioned, the Turn X showed a shining finger.
right.
And one of the comments says she kind of pretty much saved the franchise because it proved the series didn't need to be tied down to the Universal Century. Yes, I agree. I agree.
I agree with that. Okay.
Yeah. So the thing is
It
that
was awesome. I know of a few friends who literally love the hell out of G Gundam.
yeah, me as well. But I'm gonna tell you where the real talent. I mean, I'm not saying that G Gundam is not real talent. What I'm saying is that it's very hard to create something unique in a universe that we already know. If that makes sense, because you are limited to what you already know about, because we already know about the Universal Century. We know about the 1 Year War. So if you were to put the story in the 1 Year War, it's not something that's unique, but if you could get a story in there that could draw people into
loves that point in history, but there's just one issue about just constantly being in one storyline for so long. You're gonna run out of material eventually.
Yeah, and that's why I think if you were to, that's why I think it takes more creative. You're more creative if
It
you're
takes more
limited.
flow to expand out.
Right. It's harder. It's harder, but you could create more creative flow in something that you're limited off. To me, that shows real talent, because you're limiting your resources, because now it's like being locked in a box, right? You're locked in a box. So, but inside of this box is Universal Century, 1 Year War, and certain members of cast and whatever. So you have to figure out, like, okay, in this box, this is my story. I got to make a story out of this. So what G Gundam did was, well, let's take one step out of that box.
Branched out like Wing Gundam did.
Like Wing Gundam did. So what G Gundam did was it stepped out of that box and then had a wide range of, man, I could write whatever I want, but I got to do something that's unique and people will like. So at the time when G Gundam came out, you had a lot of other anime that's just like it, like Dragon Ball and what's another one that came out?
I'm currently talking with Wacky. He's currently handling an issue right now. He can't really join you, but he does want to join you for this.
Okay.
He's just not feeling okay up to it.
Hey, that's no problem. Yeah, I wish him the best, and hopefully.
Yeah, but jumping back to Turn A Gundam, it's kind of like taking all of those plot points and then somehow mixing them in a bowl and expecting it to come out like you just made a very fine recipe, or it only tastes half mild okay.
Well, the thing is, like, Turn A just wanted to be made. Tomino wanted to make Turn A. Because there was a message across Turn A. He wants to accept all Gundams. Like, basically, that 6-year break made him, like, accept, well, not made him, but it kind of opened his visual of like, like I accept this. Lauren's the only main pacifist that for sure, the only one, and possibly the last one that would to do it too, the first and the last. He did,
Were
but
there any? I don't remember, but were there any mobile armors in Turn A Gundam? Like at any point? Because I know that classic mobile suits are fair, or at least upgraded versions.
There's this one mobile suit. It's like the Brondok. I think that's the one you're talking about. It could transform to a mobile armor, but no, not that I know of.
Weird. You think there would still be buried mobile armors around?
Yeah. I know there's a Star Destroyer in it.
Wait, what the hell? There's a what?
A Star Destroyer.
I don't remember that.
Well, the real game. It looks like a Star Destroyer.
Oh, I think I know what you're sort of talking about. I did recognize it visually as a Star Destroyer, but it could just as well be a Star Wars reference.
Yeah, it might as well. But I want to talk more about this one guy. What's his name? Colion? You know what I'm talking about?
Colion? Is he like the one that wears the white mask?
No, he's the one that pilots that Red Kapul.
Red Kapul. I'm sort of trying to remember characters. It's been years since I've seen Turn A.
Oh, okay.
I have watched the entirety of Turn A. I remember good portions of it.
Corrin, my bad.
Some of the characters jump at me, some of them do not. Red Kapul. I'm trying to remember. Is it that like?
Yeah, the crazy guy. So
the crazy guy.
Yeah, so that right there, to me. So look, we know whenever before Corrin comes out, we already know that there's some disagreements with the royal family and other political parties because they let that because Corrin was actually locked up and cryo slumber for, I guess, committing crimes or something, but the queen was made unaware of it. So they brought him out of the cryo tube. Now we know he has something to do with the dark history. Like he lived at some point within the dark history. We don't know where. We don't know when. But there's hints.
The one that drove the Turn X, right?
No, that's Ganginium.
Oh.
That's somebody else. That's another thing I will talk about later. Yeah, Corrin. But Corrin, when he first saw Turn A, like he started flipping out. Dude was crazy. Like at least he had PTSD or something. But it showed a very, very quick image of the Wing Gundam, which shows that he probably was around during the time of Wing.
He was put in cryogenic stasis during Wing, and he was reacting like all of the people who fought the White Devil react. It's a Gundam.
Right, and Corrin was the one that called it.
PTSD.
Right, and Corrin was the first one to call it a Gundam, like called it by its name.
Because everyone who's faced a Gundam has Gundam PTSD. We all know that.
Yeah, everybody knows that Gundam sort of gives the that scare tactic. Let's put it that way.
The White Devil effect, as some fake references call it. Or at least that was like the initial, but then that was like scrapped as called the Gundam fever, or something like that.
Right.
But either way. It's kind of like it's an interesting parallel. There's an interesting parallel to the tanks of World War I when they went to the German trenches. The Germans were terrified, absolutely terrified of these giant metal monsters coming at them, spewing cannon and bullets at them.
So
it's the same with the Gundam.
I do have to put this down before we talk about Harry Old. By the way, I do want to talk about Ganginium. I do feel like he did show up too late. Yeah, I do agree with Alex on that one. Because they built up, they built up this one guy, saying like he was pretty much running the moon before the queen. Well, I'm sorry, whenever the queen was on Earth. By the way, which we find out later, the queen's like hundreds of years old because of cryosleep. So they're like, yeah. So this guy here, he knows everything about the dark history. He is running this part of the political party. Basically, that's releasing, for example, Corrin out. So we know there's interfeuds. So when they got there, they instantly dead within a few minutes, like after him like doing a quick monologue of the dark history. And that's when Gundam sort of comes out of nowhere. A man who's never been in war, never been in battle, but I guess he's in a lineage of samurai. So, and he wants to start a war.
Where did this guy come from?
Yeah, basically, yeah, we don't know where he came from. He just came out of nowhere. Waste of legendary voice acting, aka Dio. Yeah. But I'm pretty sure.
No matter how many times he says time stop in his own way, it will never be enough.
Bra says there's a manga out there. You see someone's PTSD. I forgot what it was called, but it's horrific from the perspective. Yeah, I wish
I've seen that.
You seen that? I need to know about that one.
Now, I've seen a few videos and like from a few Gundam like discussions going around a few discords just about generally seeing the Gundam look like this terrifyingly awful monster, and the pilot looking just as badly a monster.
Oh my god!
Like something out of a true nightmare level of like Eldritch horror level. H.R. Geiger level nightmare.
I know the show has its share of nudity for some. I mean, obviously it's covered, it's censored, and everything, but for some reason it has a share of it. Yeah, especially the fish. If you know, you know. Let's see. The Big Leg one, man. I don't know about that one. Harry, yes. So Harry's a shark clone. He is basically the shark clone of Turn, but dude's chill. He does his he doesn't really follow the nods of other shark clones. He has nothing to hide. He's not like a hidden prince. He's his own shark clone for sure. Let's see.
He's almost on his own, but he still wears a mask, making him a shark clone.
I mean, he wears like big old glasses.
He's a descendant of Char. That would make him a zombie then. Well, not zombie. Wrong lineage. It made him a descendant of Xeon Daikun then. Which is weird to talk about.
I do like the new Gundam shows coming to Netflix. It seems to be playing more into the demonic aspects of the Gundam. You know what? Let me go ahead and talk about that, because I was actually talking to a guy from Safe House for a little bit.
Yeah, I've been seeing that stuff from Kakarot197.
Yeah.
He's a pretty good YouTuber, and he just actually posted a video just right now, ironically enough.
Oh, yeah, about...
Yeah, the August Gunpla Vengeance Trailer 2. Fortnite? Wait, what?
Yeah. Oh, thank you, bro. Yeah, Hathaway Flash Part 2 is coming out soon. Harry is really more of a Quattro clone, to be honest. Yeah, that right there.
Yeah, Quattro Brigida clone.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, dude's chill. He's laid back. He's sort of like, he's definitely a Chad. I put him that way. Let's see. Yeah, so I do want to talk more about the Netflix, the Requiem of Vengeance. So Safe House was telling me it's going to be obviously a mini series.
It's not a whole movie or a movie series. It's a mini series.
No, yeah, it's a mini series. I was talking to Safe House, the production company that made Requiem, and they were telling me that it is a mini series. I believe it's 6 episodes long. It
looks like Indigo Lou, but much betterly refined.
Yeah, I was talking to them on X, so let me see if the. Let me pull up the comments, actually. I kind of want to say it word by word. I gotta look at my profile. But yeah, guys, I'm on X. If you guys want to follow me on X, I'm on X.
I don't remember if X is X is what was Twitter originally.
Yeah, it was former Twitter. So let's say...
Yeah, I keep forgetting that happened. Yeah, I also have Twitter, so go follow him.
Yeah, right here. So Safe House was telling me on X that the series, it's a series that is 6 episodes long, and all together it's about 6 hours.
6 hours of production time. Ooh, that is actually a not bad miniseries.
Yeah, so 6 episodes condensed together is about 6 hours. I do like that. Look, I like what they did with the gym. I do like what they did with the gym. They tried to make it more intimidating. They kept the Zaku, they kept the Goof, and the Gunting to his original design, but they had to. I had a feeling they had to change that look of the
I
gym.
think those are kind of sub variants of those machines. Like that takes kind of like the more long eye sensor unit of the Zaku and more like a almost long range observation type
What, for the gym?
of Jin. Yeah,
Nah, I think it's a regular gym.
it's. I always wondered what the hell's behind that visor. Is it just to hide the one eye unit thing?
No, I don't know because the Federation is not known to have mono eyes. They're known to have like two, like basically the gyms are supposed to have like two like camera eyes into the into his head. So the fact it has like a mono eye or like a big camera, it probably has a big camera like the Jagan does. That could be what
I've
it
seen
is.
that camera.
Well, I mean, I don't know. A Jagan's kind of like a mono eye too. I don't know. I like what they did with the gym. I think they made it look more intimidating. I think they were looking at it and say, it's kind of look
They actually
too.
made a gym look intimidating.
Yeah, it
The
looks
last
way
time I
too
actually saw an
intimidating.
intimidating gym was from the stuff from Gundam Builder Fighters, I believe. The first one, not Tri Fighters. The first one.
Do you
With
think?
the Hound units?
So Bra says, do you think Requiem is inspired by Igloo? Nah, I don't think so.
It's probably inspired by some of the stuff that's shown in like the Char movies. Speaking of which, Wacky actually and I and a few friends actually watched that together.
Which one?
The entire Char series.
What's up, bro?
Huh? Oh. Oh, to say, bruh? Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, that sort of does make sense if, like,
Bro, that is wild though. Yeah, we are getting the VR Gundam game. I say game, but the VR show before, or the VR movie before Hathaway. But the reason why Hathaway is taking. I'm sorry. Hello.
Hear him. I can't hear him, but it's probably the same thing there. Reinvite him.
Yeah. Hey, bro, are you there?
Can you talk, man?
I had it on push to talk.
Oh.
Oh.
It was just in case because I kind of rambled my cell phone like under my voice.
Nah, you're good, man.
I do the same thing too, but this is about rambling in general, so
Yeah.
fire away.
Also, Freedom, you were talking about if the GMs had eyes, and yeah, they do have eyes. At least some of them. I know the command has two eyes actually under the visor.
Yeah, and so and I know when it came to the Jagan has like the single eye too, kind of like with this. You know what? I'll pull up a picture of it because so that way you got. I don't know if anybody here's seen it. By the way, hi, bro. It's been a minute.
Yeah, we should play GBO 2 again. Fuck, I would really want.
Yeah, dude.
That was a good match that one time.
Yeah, it was a good time, man. It was good times.
Also, I just want to just curious because I know it was a problem with you for a while. But how's the eye, man? I hope it's good.
Oh, my eyes. Yeah, they're good, man. They were infected. Oh, wait, that's right. Michael, you don't know about my eyes, didn't you?
Oh wait, what's with your eyes?
So I believe it or not, bro, I actually had like chemical residue, like almost like acid, got both of my eyes, and I went
Oh, they
blind.
always talk about that in my seminars at my work.
Yeah,
Like, we deal with chemicals like that, and we have eye washing stations, and from the sound of it, didn't go well.
Yeah. Well, I didn't have none of that where I was at. But
Jesus Christ.
yeah, so I was by myself too. So I got chemicals in both of my eyes, dude, and I was blind. Like I lost like more than half my vision for a good 3 months,
God.
dude. Yeah, for like good 3 or 4 months. Um, which scared me because obviously, like, you know, I like films over my passion and stuff. But I was like, bro, I don't want to do it blind. um, but yeah, dude, like that was a while back ago. That was at least 2 years ago. At least close to it. Um, I went to the doctor at least
Yeah,
once a week. Dude, you're talking the most pain I've ever. I have never been in any pain in my life. That's the worst thing I've ever been through, ever.
yeah, it was scary when you came out with that. I was like, damn, he really is gonna go blind? Like,
Oh, I
it
thought I
scared me a
was.
lot.
Yeah, I had to put ointment on in my eyes like literally every day. Like literally, I had to open my eye, and you know, I'm not. I'm not.
I have a coworker that got the same thing, but not in the eyes. He was messing with a special degreaser agent.
Oh,
Literally burned his arm.
yeah, I had that happen, but I mean, it was minor. But there was like dry chemical residue that was on like this chain, and the flakes of the chain of this dry residue came off, and I mean, I just walked by it and got in my eye.
Uh, that's kind of what happened to me, but not chemically. I work at Popcorner's Chip Factory in somewhere in New York. I won't say, but it is on the packet. I got a big piece of chip in my eye.
Oh, yeah, and it's crazy because like whenever I went to the eye doctor, he
I
says if it
literally had to wash it out, literally.
okay, yeah, because when I went to the eye doctor, he says if it falls into your pupil, there's nothing they could do about it. It's pretty much stuck there forever.
Yeah, I felt sometimes a little bit of that, but I think I gotten rid of it.
Oof, that sucks. Alex says,
Or we wear eye protection.
yeah, PPE. Yeah,
Yep, PPE. I got an entire bag of PPE right next to me.
well, I need to bring some of that. Hang on. Let me go ahead and get back on topic on this because this guy actually.
Let's get back to the Turn A Gundam because I think we're getting off topic severely.
No, but I do appreciate.
Let's start off of work.
No, I do appreciate Bra bringing it up there because not a lot of people know that I did went blind for a little bit. So Alex says, by the way, Freedom, did you guys know that the Turnex actually drifted into the solar system from God only knows where? No clue who or what made it, but apparently it just floated by itself. Yeah, I seen that. They said that the Turnex was made for literally like a I'm not looking for a galactic war. What word would you think would be better than galactic in this case?
Multi-universal? Like
No,
multiple
that's way
galaxies?
too big. That's way too big.
No, I meant to say multiple galaxies spanning war.
I think solar
The
system.
humanity managed to somehow span out to multiple different galaxies, and the Turnax was sent to restart everything. What the fuck?
So
If that's true.
from my understanding of that is the Turnex sort of drifted from wherever they believe it came from a colony, and when it went on the Earth,
Maybe a colony outside the solar system, maybe.
maybe, but they don't know. So whenever the Turnex landed on the Earth or they found it, whatever, they were like, oh gosh, this one machine by itself could literally take on the whole Earth's military just by itself. So they reverse engineered it, and that's when they made the Turn A, but they took some components out of the Turn X to put it in the Turn A. So they became keys for
Wait a
each
minute.
other.
What if it's from the remains of that one empire, the Jupiter Empire? What if it's like a space colony that still remained there? What if it's from there?
Maybe an alien.
Ties into Crossbow Vanguard.
Maybe alien.
Yeah, maybe it actually is an alien mobile suit. It does feel that way. Like humanity out there finally found colonies but we're fighting aliens, and the Turnex is the only way they could fight them properly.
Somebody says, I read somewhere that apparently it may have came from an advanced new type society. Okay. That came from a colony full of new types that Judo left with in the end of the Victory manga. Okay.
Oh, yeah, I remember that.
Alex says, found out from Crossray, some people think it's aliens. Yeah, maybe. I would think aliens. I think aliens is probably a better it's probably a better explanation
Explained all the stupid nanomachine son references I'm hearing.
because you
You
gotta
think
think like throughout the Gundam franchise they flirted with aliens a little bit. I mean, up until like starting with Seed, Seed kind of flirted with aliens.
See, then it turns that around for its fucking creator and makes that lie.
Mm.
So.
I would say
Let's not talk
age.
about Fukuda in his works, please. That's for another video.
What about age?
I would say age. They kind of flirted with aliens with Flip. And
Oh,
that one
it was probably more closer to say 00.
Well, I mean, Double O actually showed aliens. They actually had it.
The Trailblazer.
Nah, Double O actually had it, man. I'm thinking about. I'm saying like they were showing like you know how Seed showed the whales, but I mean they never went as far from that.
Come on, to stop beating around the bush already. I want to see humans actually colonize Sol, start expanding outwards, then aliens attack, and they have mobile suits, and the Earth make their own, or resurrect the ones that have been sealed away. So something like that. That would be amazing.
Hey, so bruh, I gotta ask you something.
Yeah. What is it?
All right, so what do you think about Turn A?
It's one of my favorites. It's not my favorite Gundam thing out there, but it's definitely something to be taken notice about Gundam as a whole. It had really good. I could tell you my personal experience that it had really good story. I liked how it went. And I wasn't bothered by the slow pacing. To be honest, I think it's.
Okay. Yeah, I just think it was a slow burn on purpose. Because of the fact that I think the main point of it is that it kind of wants, like I said, you know, I really felt like it was a series that somebody really wanted to make it, and it shows that because you could tell there's a world around it that's kind of like really telling. Like you could tell, like, okay, this is a World War One kind of era society. You know, they look at these cars, look at these planes, look at the radios. You know, they showed a lot of aesthetics, and within the backgrounds that you know, like, okay, for sure this is World War One era, the early 1900s.
Yeah, I like that aspect of Turn A.
Yeah.
It is like Back to the Tanks.
Oh, my bad.
It's literally, instead of giant metal monsters, and we got giant metal legs.
We did get technically get
with
aliens.
Turn A's legs. That's what I want to know.
I would say with Turn A, when you're talking about how Turn A had this piece, for example, I always saw it as like something unachievable from other eras, like UC, for example, only has war mostly.
It has peace, war, and politics.
Yeah.
Actual politics that doesn't make me feel it's one-sided.
Okay.
Yeah, but it's funny because Turn A has this sort of like piece to it that there's not a large-scale war, and it's more
until they get to the moon when that actually happens.
Yeah. But it's funny to think about that Turn A has the little speck of peace that there is in Gundam.
Yeah, but you also got to realize too, though, is that I think it's so peaceful how it went, because I always say the director, how he feels reflects back to the show, right? I think that Tomino made peace with himself with Turn A, if that makes sense. You know, he made peace with himself.
I can totally see it. It's like all the violence and stuff always happening in his brain since from the depression.
Yeah.
Similar to how my brother is trying to cope with it through God, by the way. He has depression on some form, mostly PTSD because he was in the Afghanistan war.
Oh, man,
He shot some people and literally got involved with IEDs. And by that, I mean his truck exploding and him surviving.
Oh man, look,
Like true somersault.
dude, look, I never,
Let's
I
not get
was,
that.
yeah, well, look, Michael, I really want to say this real quick then. Um, See, I was in the U.S. Army. I was in the 101st Airborne. I was air assault.
Oh,
Yeah, so I never deployed, never deployed. So I wanted to thank for your brother for his service. I'm sorry that he's going through
I
that.
want
I
to thank you for
totally,
your service.
I, I appreciate your support, but
My mom and my brother are also members of the service. My mom was in the nurse corps, so I could say this right now about my father. He was also in the service. My brother Scott actually was part of like sniper team.
okay,
Right now, he's working with the Secret Service. Actually,
okay, yeah, I know a few guys. You know, it's trust me, we have a saying, small army. Um,
You got you come from a military lineage. Right?
yeah, Michael, you got, see me for me, dude. I was the first one to ever join in the military, at least willingly, anyways.
my family has a bit of a lineage, going as far back as the Italian part in World War One.
Oh wow,
Literally climbing the mountains,
yeah, not my
and some of
family.
them are actually still up there in the mountains,
Nah,
fought bravely for their country.
nah. See, I only know my family lineage around World War II, and that's it. They were actually running away, not to be part of the camps. So
Right.
yeah,
I could see that.
yeah.
I could actually trace my family back to the Civil War as well.
I can't trace them that far back. But yeah, dude, like
My brother Dan suspiciously looks like my ancestor. I'm not joking.
yeah, but I want to say, man, like I'll be praying for your brother, bro, because I promise you,
No,
bro.
he's right now just in Syria building bridges, building airports, and generally watching A-10s blow the crap out of things.
Oh well, that's another way to get your anxiety out. Yeah, man. Like if I'm just saying, bro, if your brother ever gets if he ever still thinks about that stuff, man.
Speaking of
Um,
which, both my brothers are Gundam fans.
that's
My
good.
brother's
Yeah.
favorite, my brother Dan's favorite, is the Tulkis. I actually have the Tulkis right behind me. He let me some of his stuff before he left. So
That's good. Yeah, bro. Just tell your brother, man, if he's still like looking through anything like that, dude. Jeremiah 33:3 is really it's something to look at first, and then First John chapter 1 verse 9. Really, it helped
I
me
think
out a lot.
he's been really getting into that religion. Yeah, don't
Yeah,
worry. I think he's done that.
I know. I'm just saying, like, if he still goes through that, like that's those are what helped me out. Um,
I can see that. I've
yeah,
seen those passages in the Bible as well.
yeah. So,
Now, putting it back to the turn A.
all right. So let's see. So we did not technically get aliens in Crossbone. I mean, we did get aliens in Crossbone Ghosts with the alien bacteria.
Really?
Yeah, yeah, with the alien bacteria. Yeah, there was alien bacteria in it.
Funny enough,
Oh
yeah.
my god.
Crossbone. As a crossbone lover, yeah, they did.
They did. Hey, I'll be real with you. I'll be real with you. I had never read Crossbone.
You know,
Crossbone, for me, that's my favorite thing out of all Gundam. You can
Really?
put me any manga, any
can agree with
anime,
that.
that's my favorite shit.
Yeah.
Some
When
people don't like it because, actually,
it's kind of crazy because when you tell people about like an actual like what's your favorite Gundam in terms of like right off the bat you think like a show, So
you can get it from anywhere. Heck, you can even say your favorite Gundam is the toy you bought, and you've never seen like the shows and stuff.
my Gundam franchise hasn't got the privilege of a show. It was supposed to.
bro, I wish it did, dude.
It needs a show.
I don't know why they won't approve it. I don't know why they won't greenlight it, but I will be honest with you. Excuse me. Are they still working on the G Reco movies, compilation movies?
No, those are done. They did the all 5. They're all up there.
Okay. The reason why I mention that is because Tomino is supposed to work actually himself on at least 3 Gundam titles. Supposedly. So I'm hoping one of those 3 titles involves Crossbone. unless they're gaslighting us and saying like, oh, he's involved, but involved probably means he's a producer or he's a like a liaison, if that makes sense. Like somebody who's working in the background, pretty much like advising the like the other directors or the or whoever else is pretty much like, well, let's be for real, like working under Sunrise.
Yeah, I think I've heard that before. If it is Crossbone and shit, but I believe I believe one of
Bro,
those are actually Hathaway. No, was it?
did he
If I believe.
did he have work in Hathaway?
I don't know, because the last time I saw Tomino talk about the Hathaway anime, he said the second part will be it would be impossible to animate.
Oh,
But they're doing
bro. Yeah, because of the director. It wasn't Tamino, but the director himself said that he actually had to get, what was it? Because it was during COVID. It was like it was a flight simulator. That's what he got. Yeah, he got flight simulator because he wanted to get as much of the landmass of Australia as he can.
Also,
Yeah,
I like
literally spam Sydney into the face. It's not enough for you.
Also, I like how in the chat Dubious said something on the rights to Sentinel.
Wait, hey, what did he say? Maybe it's the right thing. Oh yeah, I see it. It could be the rights. That's true though. That's true. Who owns the rights to Crossbone?
Well,
Yeah, I'm
Tomino
wondering
is
that.
a
Who the hell?
co-creator, actually. So I actually
So who
have to-
co-created it? Mitsuo Fukuda? Maybe? No, I'm thinking of something else.
No.
Because mind you, the person who owns the rights, it's Sunrise now. But I don't know, art when it comes to art and music, oh man, licensing. I'll be real with you, man, it's a headache.
It almost feels like Bandai also owns like half of it somehow, because they don't allow that stuff ever to appear in the West for the most part.
Yeah, but you would think like if they sell a lot of model kits, they'll be making Crossbone.
You'd think, but is there like just no favorability for Crossbone for some reason? I don't know. What do you all think?
Oh, no,
Yay!
never mind.
Yay!
By the way, never mind. Fucking Yoshiyuki Tomino did create Crossbone, so I don't know actually.
But what year? What year did Crossbone came out?
Its original
let me
run
see,
came out in
around the
1994.
90s, I think.
90s. So so Sunrise already owned Gundam by then. Because Victory
Somewhere in
came
the
out.
early 90s, I know that.
Because Victory came out in 93. So, and Sunrise already owned Victory. I had an F91 at that.
Okay, the F91. Now, the F91's really interesting. Some of the things in the F91 also go into the turn A as well. Like the dual swords I mentioned. And the rotating hands. I've rarely seen mobile suits do the rotating hands. Like the turn A and the F91 does.
If I believe so, the G Reco actually does that too.
Well,
yeah.
That may have been later.
Well, there's a reason
Yeah, the
why.
G-Self.
Well, there's a reason why that when it came to F91, they really wanted to go with smaller mobile suits, and believe it or not, they did it with Zeta as well. And I'll tell you what I mean by that. So Zeta, believe it or not, a lot of things they do in this show were flexed back to their model kits. So when Zeta introduced a Gundam Mark II with the movable frame, it actually made the model kits cheaper and easier to produce some of the parts. So when F91 came along, when they were making smaller mobile suits and stuff like that, it really helped Bandai out later because they were making smaller model kits using less plastic, and at the same time, they could just keep the prices at the same, so they're still making like a more of a gross profit.
Right. unlike say metal model kits. Yes, there are metal model kits.
Also,
They are
no,
purely made of
Wacky's not here. He's most likely not joining in tonight.
No, he's not. I already kind of said that.
Yeah.
Because right now he's kind of helping out another friend of mine, whose PC is just like mine, an ancient dinosaur.
Oh gosh,
But his
yeah.
is a little more better.
Oh man, I gotta be real with you. I gotta tell this story. It's actually pretty funny. So whenever I try to do the first live stream coming back, yo, my PC went with Wacky right there too. I'm like, man, Wacky, I swear it wasn't on purpose. This is what's going on my computer. He's like, yeah, bro, let me go ahead and look in the inside. I was like, bro, it's just my SSD that's messed up. I think it just went poof. He's like, yeah, I know, but let me go ahead and look in the inside of it. He saw the inside of my PC. He's like, bro, I'm gonna
Holy shit!
Basically, yeah, he's like, bro, I'm gonna show you a shopping list. He sent me a whole shopping
Yeah, he
list.
said that for me. I'm trying to buy a new PC for 1100.
Oh man.
Yeah, I need that just to make sure this PC I'm staring at, which is an HP by the way, gets to finally rest in peace.
Yeah. But
And this thing has been here since 2012.
ooh, yeah, mine's a little behind. It's not outdated, it's just a little behind.
2015, 18, somewhere along there.
Yeah. So it says here that Alex says, oh wait. Yeah, Alex
Don't
says
judge me.
F91.
My PC is old.
Yeah, mine's a little old too. Mine's 9th generation. We're on the 12th.
God, I wish the PCs would go back to being a little cheaper instead of what they are now.
Yeah, that's what inflation. F91, a good mobile suit, bad and confusing and so when it came to F91, it was supposed to be 13 episodes long. You know, at least all
With
13
two OVAs that were also planned, but that's just an offhanded rumor.
Right. The only thing I know is confirmed is at least the 13 episodes that Tomino actually had written up and had ready, but Sunrise stepped in and again stepped
I think
in.
they would probably reintroduce F91 if they have the original script.
Well, the thing is, like, when it comes to studios, you got to think.
They tend to be a bit more bloated.
Yeah, that's true, because their number one priority is, hey, we need to find out how to make money. We need to figure out
They don't know how to make money. They only know how to make cheap money. They don't know how to make truly hard-earned money.
Right. Now, I don't know what was the cause of Sunrise stepping in and say,
Well,
you know,
if
we
you
just
hear
think...
noise in the background. That's my fan. I decided to turn on because it's kind of getting stuffy here.
You're fine. But we need to... But I don't know what made him go to the decision, but Sunrise stepped in and said, we just think that it's probably better off this way than doing it that way. So obviously that started, you know, Tomino and Sunrise have a rough relationship together. They will work together.
It's like a love-hate relationship.
It is a love and you're right. It is
Between
a
the
love and hate.
model and her disgruntled one.
Right, but the thing is, like, when is a love-hate relationship healthy? Like, when is it not healthy anymore? You know,
I don't think that was a healthy relationship at all.
it wasn't a healthy relationship at all.
Yeah, it's like an almost true stab in the gut kind of relationship. Stab in the back more than anything.
By the way, MB, I like MB. Somebody says,
Empty.
yeah. As OG Gundam fans, do you guys enjoy MB or Metal Robot Spear? What do you guys enjoy?
I'm gonna tell you something.
Yeah, what's up?
I would say I would never buy another. I would never buy an MD no more.
Really?
Actually, I haven't bought one. The only one that I would want to buy was the XE Repair 4, but I gotta pay a kidney for that.
Oh no, my first MB, I never bought an MB in the longest, bro. I finally bit the bullet and bought the 00 Riser MB as my first one.
I have my own model kit, which is like behind me. It's literally from the battle logs, which is another version of the Strike Freedom. It's like a Strike Custom type of thing. It's like a Perfect Strike Freedom. Yeah, it's Perfect Strike Freedom. Granted,
Also,
it's not the other Perfect Strike Freedom, which is Beast mode, Extreme. But.
Oh,
So,
Hmm?
back to turn A, since we're getting off topic here. Anything about it, generally, what you're describing here, sounds more like, between, say, F91 versus turn A. Do you think they started to become more accepting of Tomino, even though they're rushing him into doing these things? Or no?
no. And I'll tell you why. I still think they still have the love and hate relationship, but I think when it came to turn A, they kind of gave Tomino free range because Tomino had the ability to contact what's his name again? Syd Moon. I think I said Syd Mean. Anyways,
Syd Mead.
Syd Mean.
Yeah.
Thank you. Because he contacted Syd Mean, who lives in America, by the way. He contacted him and said, "Look, man, I need you to work on this project with me." And for that, I think they gave Tomino free range because you have think about it, 20th anniversary. What is more like a good anniversary than having the original creator create a series for the anniversary? And probably the only condition of him coming back, maybe it was a backroom deal, because Turn A was at least 2 years in production before release. There must have been some sort of backroom deal saying, "Look, I'll come back and make be part of you guys' anniversary gig, but you have to let me have free range," because that's the whole problem when it came to Victory, F91, and believe it or not, even the original Gundam series was that they never gave him free range. That's why I always said that whenever I was watching Turn A, I felt like he had almost unlimited
it
free
felt
range.
much different because it felt like the creator himself was actively in it,
Right.
rather than say Double Zeta, like Zeta Gundam and Victory.
Right, because of because the thing is this, they were probably getting on to him like, "Hey, we need particular models, we need to sell more kits,
Was he
we need."
involved heavily in Double Zeta, or just halfway?
What is it? I'm sorry.
Double Zeta Gundam. Was he involved halfway in that, or was he fully?
Who? Who? Tomino?
Yeah.
Oh, Tomino was all in. That's his series.
Yeah. Why was it Goofy? Then?
Oh, you talking about Double Zeta?
Double Zeta, yeah.
Oh, so Tomino was starting to get more into his depression by the time Zeta came out, and then whenever Double Zeta came out, he sort of reflect back onto what he did in Zeta. Like, oh man, I think I kind of went a little too far. So that's why he kind of went back to that lightheartedness in the beginning of Double Zeta.
But then we go right to the actual Neo Zeon War. It goes right back to
which is the half of the series. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. So it was either that the studio stepped in and said, we're already too far into it. We'll keep the pacing just like the way it is. We had to keep it the way it is because it was the same thing with Turn A where Tomino had an issue with the designs, but he had no choice but to approve these designs because, well, the deadline was just too close. And when it comes to studios, they expect you, no joke, like how deadlines works in studios is you just throw them a date. You just throw a date at them, like, hey, March 8th. We'll be done by March 8th. Okay, we'll see you by March 8th. And it probably just got so close to the date that Tomino was like, okay, green light.
Do you have enough time to at least make the Turn A look okay, or is it like a little too far?
I'm sorry? I didn't hear that.
The Turn A.
What was the question? I didn't hear it.
So when it comes to the actual design of the Turn A, when he was finalizing it, it was more or less into that same type of thinking you were doing.
Well, yeah.
Like they were rushing into it and had to come up with something.
I don't think they were rushing into it, but I only know of like maybe 1 or 2 drafts of the Turn A, and that was it. So knowing that there's only 1 or 2 drafts of the Turn A, I don't know. I don't know. Because you got to think, like, during this time, like, Turn A was the last, like, hand paint drawn. So obviously that process takes a lot longer than digital media. Digital, it's a little quicker, a little bit more efficient. So I think, they were probably just rushing on some of the designs, not all of it. I think that it just got to the point where it was just good enough, if that makes sense. And say, we don't have
Yeah, I can see that.
we
It's just good enough.
yeah, we just don't have like another month to refurbish some of these old designs. Let's just do a minor. Let's just do the minor changes here, here, here. See how it comes out, and if it's the best we could do, it's the best that we could do. So let's say it says here that I think they let him have free range because, or DBS says I think they let him have free range because the franchise wasn't doing that hot at the period of the time X had underperformed, and it was just general Gundam burnout at the period. Yeah, that's actually a good point. I will say that that's actually a good point. X was canceled. It actually became one of the shortest Gundam series that came out during the time. It was 39 episodes, I believe.
Yeah, it was. It saddens me to this day because X was amazing.
X had a lot of percent. I honestly think it had a lot of potential.
It did, and do you know something very funny? There's I bet a lot of people that actually don't know this, but there's actually MSV for X, and they have the most wildest looking designs in there.
Bro, yeah, I know what you're talking about. I seen it. Yeah.
I'm just gonna say Versago Assassin. That's crazy as shit.
Yeah, X did great on the characters. I did like some of the characters. I think Goron definitely had like a pretty good development throughout the series.
Yeah, aside by Tobia, he is my favorite Gundam protagonist. And the Double X is actually my favorite suit that's not from the UC.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
I can't tell you
Double
mine.
X.
I can't tell you mine. I'd be too embarrassed.
What is it? What is it?
Nah, you don't want to know. No, mm-mm.
No. Now you got me curious. Now you got me curious.
Nah, man, nah. Because if I tell you right now, I promise you, Wacky would jump in here quicker than I could say the name.
Rocky's literally talking to a friend of mine, so if you say it, I'll suddenly see the text box like, wait, do I just hear something weird and stupid?
Nah, man. Outside UC. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and say it. Y'all ready?
Is it
I think
free?
I am.
Is it free?
No, but believe it or not, I did not got my name from the Freedom Gundam. That has nothing to do with Seed. It just happened to be aligned. I actually had the Freedom name before Seed even came out. So,
I figured as much.
Yeah. So I'm gonna go ahead and say it. The Strike Gundam. I do like
the Strike Gundam.
I do like the Strike Gundam. That's it though.
That's not bad.
No, okay.
That's a solid
Bad.
Gundam.
Yeah. You guys probably thought I was gonna say like what
Strike free.
Nah,
Strike free.
nah. Bro, I promise you, if I would have said that, Wacky would literally break his mouse from clicking so fast to join this call. And then,
honestly, I would see that.
yeah, and then people already get on to him about like, dude, like we want a strike freedom video, and it's kind of funny because I was texting him earlier today. I was like, hey, bro, like, man, the people are asking, man, where's that video at?
Oh man, this is funny because now did you say that Wacky is gonna come here instantly if you say Strike Freedom? It reminded me of the time where I was just playing with my friend a little bit of Gundam Versus. And if for anybody who you don't know, Gundam Versus is just an inferior version of Gundam Maxi Boost On.
Yep.
So when I played with my friend, the instant didn't even took like 2 minutes. The instant I turned on that game, he's like, "Why are you playing that?"
I've tried that before, back in the earlier days, more than anything.
Yo, it's kind of
Uh,
funny.
I actually have surprisingly know him from his earlier days, like as kind of a fan. But I wanted to, find more of him out as a person, and as I did, I found out he has a bad lung condition.
it was funny because I was texting Wacky earlier today. I was texting. I was like, "Hey, bro." So I woke up at 4 o'clock in the morning to get some work done, and I was like, I'm gonna go ahead and put something in my headphones while I do some work. So, bro, like randomly, I seen like a video of Wacky talking about how awful the Destiny Gundam is. And
that one.
yeah, that one. I was like, oh man, this is an old video. I haven't seen this in years. But the video right underneath of it talks about how like the movie redeemed Shin and how Destiny was a good series. I'm like, oh, I feel like they were just lined it up just right on purpose for me. Yeah. Yeah, there was. I just thought it was the funniest thing. I said, bro, I got to show you what lined up in my recommendations today. Like, I didn't even wait. It was like early in the morning. I had to show it to him.
Also, Dubious also has something cool that he said about the strike, and it's like the strike E is also pretty cool.
Yeah, Strike E's pretty cool.
That's actually my favorite version of the strike pack.
Well, when I play like Gundam Versus, I usually do like playing the strike and just like switch out packs and stuff like that. It's just, yeah. The old Destiny rant doesn't hold water anymore. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, it
I mean,
really, but,
it's 10 years old now.
Some things age well, some things don't. Like his the Arch Destiny Gundam. If anyone remembers that.
Don't talk to him about that.
I did talk to him about that. That's still a fucking awesome machine.
Yeah, but
I'm being serious there.
Yeah, but he's kinda. He really gets pissed off every time I fucking.
Yeah, it's
talk to him about
like an omni regret for him. But I don't think it's that bad. It's literally not. It was a really good fan art creation.
Are you talking about the
machine.
Arch Destiny? I like it.
Yeah.
Yeah. That was the first video that got me to introduce Wacky. So.
Yeah, and it's not bad.
I like it in the sense of like the work put into it, and it looks pretty good. I mean,
from Microsoft Paint.
I remember the art.
Bro,
Yeah.
Microsoft Paint.
Crazy. The artwork is
That
crazy.
was Microsoft Paint. I just remember that. Good Jesus, Lord and Christ.
I struggle.
How the hell do you do that masterpiece with that?
I struggle drawing Gundam on a iPad.
Yeah, dude, I remember you were showing me some of your art.
Yeah, and
Man.
I got a lot of others.
I know, because I remember you used to send me some of your art, and I'm like looking at it, I'm like, bro, it's some blood, sweat, and tears is literally like right here in front of me, man.
Have you seen my Turn X art?
No, I haven't seen it. No, I haven't seen it.
Oh, you're like an artist?
I'm supposed to.
You don't create things in like that there, do you?
No, this guy's pretty good. Bro's pretty good, but I'll be real with you. Bro's pretty good. On an iPad too, dude.
As long as it's not Saraz's pink colors. If Wacky hears this later, he's gonna go, "Oh God, the pink mobile suits, like the pink elephants." Don't ask about the pink elephants, guys. You don't want to know what the fuck the pink elephants are.
Zone says.
Okay, I can't find the Turn X, but I'm gonna post you my Victory Gundam. That's also one that took me a while.
Let's see. Hang on, let me see what Zone says. Zone says, "Hi, what's up, Zone?" And then let's see. It's just my brain that happens.
Oh, nice. Oh, you haven't painted, but damn, that looks pretty good. It looks like the picture I've seen of it.
Yeah, I wish he kept the Arch Destiny Gundam. Yeah. I'm a
you
true
should've kept
believer.
The Arch Destiny Gundam, but make it like its own thing.
See, I'm always a believer of like stand your own ground, and like if your opinions change, they change. I mean, it's been what 10 years since you released that video, something like that. Yeah, but I don't think I would delete the video. But I mean, but it's Wacky. You know,
He
more
deleted it?
power, more
Aw.
power. Yeah, he deleted it.
I missed that video. I honestly loved it.
Yeah, me too.
I,
Man, Freedom, you know,
I
I
remember I
only
said
found your channel last week, and I think you showed up on my recommendations because I watched Wacky's videos back in the day. Yeah. Yeah, it's probably because me and Wacky, we usually do collab. Usually.
Yeah,
here,
yeah, exactly. I've seen your collabs, so.
Yeah.
there's another one of my favorites. uh, God, I really.
Oh, you're sending me on Discord?
Yeah, I put it
Yeah.
in them all on gallery.
Oh, okay.
Just on some of them. Actually, you can find all of mine on gallery.
Hey, guys. If anybody have any pictures of the Arch Destiny Gundam, give it to Bra. He might just recreate something. Or actually, if you have it in your memory, Bra.
No.
Oh,
Yeah, come on, man.
I do. I actually have that.
Hey, just like the
I
movie.
actually have that,
Hey,
but
just like
that's
the
another
movie,
trucker.
bro. Hey, just like the movie, like how they went Spec 2s. Go ahead and make the Arch Destiny Gundam Spec 2.
Man.
Come on, man. Nah, I don't mean to put you on the
Find
spot.
the damn thing. I don't remember. I still have some of the pictures from it because, well, I want to keep those for as long as I can remember because I remember seeing that thing when it actually came out, and I'm like, my God, that's good. Especially the
here it is.
weaponry and such.
Oh fuck, where is it?
But yeah, oh man, I'm trying to
Here
say
you
your
go.
name right, man. I know I'm gonna say it wrong, but how do you say his name? Dubiously? I'm sorry. I'm not a very strong reader.
Oh.
I'm stupid sometimes. Dubiously.
Got it.
Dubious. Okay. Yeah, man. Let's see. Yeah. I was just trying to say his name right. I'm trying not like say it wrong and be disrespectful, you know. No.
Yeah, that's. Oh, there we go.
That
That's
was
my
made in
turn.
Microsoft Paint. That was made in Microsoft Paint. How the hell is the color palette that good?
I have no idea, dude. I remember watching that video like that long ago. I just couldn't believe it.
There you go, Freedom. Do you see the turn X?
Let me go ahead and see it.
Oh my God, it took me so long.
I'm looking at the Arch Destiny right now. Oh man. Yeah, it's pretty nice.
I love that machine. If it could be anything, it could just be called the Arch Gundam.
So do you guys know why did Wacky deleted it?
I'm not 100% sure, but
I'll
I think it
probably
was
ask him.
he thought it was like a mistake or some form.
Okay. I'll ask him, yeah.
He told me that it was like first of all he sort of told me that he didn't thought about it a lot, and some of the criticisms that other people said are actually.
Yeah, it was like a bunch of criticisms towards that kind of thing.
Yeah. The other thing that also think draw him away from the Arch Destiny is he thinks of it as his own Sonic True.
Oh, I see. I see.
So that's why he has that too. Which honestly, it kind of a crazy comparison.
It is a crazy comparison. Oh my gosh. Look, bro, that V2. I'm not gonna lie. V2 is my favorite UC mobile suit.
Hey,
Yeah, so seeing that, dude, I like that.
that's the.
You know, I'm gonna. There's another picture of the of the Gundam itself, the Arch Destiny Gundam. That actually is done by someone else, I think. Like in the early days, possibly. I just need to find it. It's gonna take me a while because I have like a literal 1,000 pictures here.
Oh, dude,
To search
so
through.
about the short film. If you guys are new and watching this right now, yes, I'm working on a short film. Bra especially going to like this one, dude. Bra, you're. I'm already told Wacky this, but like you and Wacky are probably going to be like the first people to see this because I know you like art, dude. You're going to appreciate this one. So I do have a model. I mean, I could say the name because you guys don't know what it looks like, anyways. But it's called the UN-86 Saber.
Saber. That sounds familiar. I mean, towards me being a Halo fan.
Right.
You say that.
Well, it's a model that I built for the like, dude, I had to hire a professional modeler and everything, like making sure this is going to come out right. So it's a 10-minute short film I'm working on. It has 3 mechs. I'm sorry, designs lined up. I just approved the Saber design. I just got to approve the other 2. So the Saber, I don't want to give out too much, but basically,
there's that picture of the mall installation I was looking for. Oh, I'm sorry.
No, you're good. It's basically like a represents like an older model. It's at least it's a mech that's like 40 years old. I'm gonna put it that way.
Okay.
Yeah, so it's an outdated unit. So yeah, I'm definitely gonna show you and Wacky, bruh, the image of it whenever it comes back. It's
Okay.
yeah. So
Is it like a model?
It's like a 3D model, yeah. So we got it. It's basically so this 10-minute short. I literally had to build a I mean it's not finished yet, but I'm building a cockpit setup of like the actual cockpit. So I am going to be filming in the cockpit of somebody being in it, and then obviously I'm not trying to make it look like G Savior now, but I
I
told
was to say you better not because
Yeah.
a lot of people still are anal about G Savior.
well that's why I'm
Unless
watching
they
it.
recreate it to make it better, then like
Yeah.
in some cases.
Right. So, but like I said, this is only like 10 to 12 minutes long. At least according to the writing, and as long as everything comes out well. So I have a studio rental where I'm actually going to be building the set. I'm just making sure all the animation is done first. So the animation process is what's going to be taking like it's going to be taking the longest. So it's really in development. So you want to say it's in development and pre-production. So that's going to be coming out soon. I'm hoping, bro, within like either the end of this year or the beginning of next year. I'm the only one who liked the G Savior. Not, I like the actual G Savior mobile suit, but that's it. That's it.
Yeah, I kind of agree. The G Savior itself isn't bad. It's just the movie is kind of.
Yeah, well,
I need
yeah.
more pictures.
I actually like, now that Wacky told me there was like a novel of the G Savior, and
It's supposedly better.
yeah, and
Yeah,
it's
I
actually
think
better.
that may have been the case there.
And I really like it. Even they had like some design, some artwork, like G Savior.
Hmm.
They look cool. They actually look good.
Yeah.
Like this, like double O. To describe how the art looks, it looks how
Yeah, that's the only one I could find.
pocket type of stuff.
It's kind of funny because one of the guys who worked on G Savior, he went off and did like Spy Kids and all these other movies, but he refuses to keep G Savior in his basically resume.
Oh my god, really?
Yeah.
Oh my.
Like he's credited of being part of it, but he will not like label it under himself, like of one of his works.
Damn.
Yeah. I mean, dude, own up to it, man. I would own up to it.
Hey, you have to own up. You have to own up for creating the best Gundam live action show. Movie.
No, just the first one, man. Hey, man, you're the first who did it, dude. That's an award. Nobody else did it.
Not good.
Yeah.
It may be not good, but you own up to that, brother. Come on. Hey. You created a meme, and that's cool already.
Oh, I know. Just like what Alexander says. As much as people hate G Savior and claim it's not canon, Bandai put it in Bullfighter so they can remember it exists.
Hell yeah.
Wait,
And they got, hey man, they
wait,
had to get that YouTube revenue somehow, man.
wait.
They probably made like
Oh,
all
hey,
these,
there it is. I've been looking for that.
yeah, they made all this like make all these
Thanks,
channels
Zone.
that talk about G Savior.
Oh wow, that
Um,
even has the Minerva in the back, and with that very powerful cannon the Arch Destiny has, which is really good.
Alexander says, pretty sure Cosmic Era done right is Stargazer. Yes, I think
yeah.
Stargazer was done pretty well, writing and
I
everything.
think uh I think Stargazer definitely does it great, but I think in my opinion, a little bit astray. Um, just a little bit.
Oh yeah,
Wait, I just showed that one.
so Wacky knows like I'm really big on like how production like
Ooh,
if I do like a Gundam series, I got to
hey, you're
know
right.
more
Oh,
about
nice.
the Gundam,
Thank
production
you.
of it, the story behind it, like behind the scenes stuff. I like stuff like that, even if I don't like it. So whenever I was like pretty much
Oh,
like
you better not be showing those ones.
so
I'd be
like
wacky with the angry.
so if I had to compare like Seed and Sea Destiny, I definitely like Sea Destiny more, only because of one reason. It had way
Why
more
do I see an
potential.
angry Rocky face coming over nowhere?
Well, it had way more potential. A potential. Although I can't talk right now, because it's so late. Um, than Seed. To be honest with you, I do like Shin more of a character. I'm not like a Shin bro, no, but I'm saying like if I were to take Shin's story and write it out and stick with it, like it's your story. Yes, you should listen to the fans, but at the same time, if it's your story, you should play it out exactly how it should be. Don't change it mid-season, or mid series like what Fukuda did. Fukuda did a complete 180 with Shin. Because
Yeah.
he was just scared of
It's like sounding like, hey, this is great, right? No, it's not. Oh, maybe I should change it.
yeah, because he said he had a lot of messages. Basically, I think it was because of look. This is just my opinion.
Right.
I think Sunrise gave him more free range when it came to Seed Destiny versus Seed. I think that Fukudo did want Akira to die, but whenever this event happened, Sunrise stepped in and said, we don't like that. You guys need to change it, but it's already too late. It's already been made. It's already been, sent out, and it's already been sponsored. All that stuff. So Vakuda had to do a complete 180 mid-season. I really do think it was because of more studio interference.
Hmm. Do you
Fukuda
think
put it in space well because they thought it'd be a setting more compelling. Otherwise, it'd be nothing in the setting, which is weird. I think the well is just a waste of like.
A waste of potential.
It is a waste of potential. Like Sea Destiny.
yeah.
Like, why would you make something just to throw it away later? It
Yeah.
makes
You know
no
what's
So
sense.
I just think like Shin could have been
Ooh, nice rifle.
a better written character because he has more of a
Okay, John,
motive.
where are you getting these?
He lost his
Oh, it's
family
because it's
from the
on
from
some-
because like we have his motive. His motive is he hates Orb because Orb let war happen onto the land. Okay, that makes sense. Perfect. The freedom was evolved when his family died. Okay, that's perfect. So he has more of a reason to hate Orb and to hate the freedom. Obviously they harbored the freedom there. Basically, what I'm trying to say is they build up all these points of Shin just growing up over the past few years, anyways, hating Orb and hating the freedom. It to me, I'm like, okay, that's great. We could easily mold that to be something else later. Easily,
And then
like
he loses his big brain pan, or has a big brain moment, and decides to go, nah, you know what? Put this in the garbage. Let's go. Let's make him a drone of
well,
Debro.
I think the whole thing should have been rewritten and redone. I think if you had to do a 180 turn in mid-season or mid-series, I think you should have just done that throughout the whole thing. Like I said, I think he was a better written character, or maybe even just don't evolve Kira, just keep him living in a shack, for example. But I just think that obviously the movie doesn't redeem him whatsoever. Even if like they said, see, he killed the Black Knights, yeah, but it doesn't feel like it was deserved or rewarded. Yeah, we know like he gets his butt kicked and everything, but the scene was so quick, it just felt a little bit undeserving. But that's just me.
Yeah, I was like, come on, you could if you have to make it like something like a 3 hour long movie, just to finally get everything across, then yes, do it. But if it's going to be boring as sin because of it, don't do it.
Yeah. Now, there's these little details in the movie that I did like. Shin is more protective around civilians because he knows what it's like to lose a mom, a dad, and a family. Because in the beginning, he has the infinite justice, or I say infinite justice, but he had the justice shield protecting a family, which kind of shadows like his, like his personality, per se. It's small stuff like that. I'm like, okay, so I feel like Vakuda could write Shin better. Like he can write Shin better than he would Kira and Atherin. I feel like Shin just really is neglected. So, anyways, yeah,
You know what's funny? I don't know if we're still talking about Seed, but either way,
yeah.
but
Yeah, maybe we should go
uh,
back to what we were actually supposed to be discussing here.
yeah, but let me say this one thing. I actually, when I was rewatching Seed and Seed Destiny not a few days, like a few months ago, because one of my friends are doing it. More thing is this, I enjoyed the first half of Seed Destiny than the entirety of Seed, or OGC. Is that me?
I'm sorry. I had to do something real quick. I'm so sorry. Can you repeat that one more time?
Uh, uh, Basically, long story short, I rewatched Seed and Seed Destiny,
Hmm.
and I had a lot better time with the first half of Seed Destiny than the entirety of OGC.
Exactly. It felt like whenever you could tell when that 180 happened, you could tell that Shin's character somehow shifted the wrong direction. Like all of a sudden, like it felt like you're watching somebody. It's like this.
On a train.
It'd be like me writing the first half of Destiny, and then Brawl, you writing the other half. It felt something totally different, right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
really.
yeah.
That's kind of why I'm slightly pissed off by the original Star Wars trilogy. Because it was made by multiple directors. Why not let one just do it? Why does it have to be like multiple?
Well, that's like Star
Make no
Wars.
sense to me.
And you got the fucking and you got the fucking luck that all of them were bad.
Oh no. That'd be like literally that's like playing Russian roulette, but you armed every chamber with a bullet. um
Yeah. That one chamber you gotta buy.
Oh god,
Yeah.
Blacky's angry. Blacky's angry. He's gonna chew out Zone's ass now.
Why would his own said
I mean,
Oh,
look on
yeah.
Guys
look
are
on your
posting
Discord.
the Arch Destiny the whole time in gallery.
Yeah. Dang, Zone.
Zone, he's gonna ban you.
Hey man, and plus yeah, he has administrative control. Yeah, he does have administrative control. Let's see.
Time out.
Let's see. There were one.
Oh god, now he's going on to me. That guy, I better delete
Place for
my
this
stuff
one, okay.
before he gets kind of angry at that.
Yeah.
I like to show these off, but you know, like I said,
No, I honestly, so as long it's for like I think so. Anyways, it's there for respect. I honestly do like the design of Arch Destiny. I do. So, wow, that's like a dude. Is that an SD?
Yeah, like what?
Oh, I didn't know you posted a SD art like that.
Dude, I've done SD art for a lot. Hell, I did a art commission. I didn't pay him at all. He didn't even pay me. I just said, "Hey, can I draw your character?" And he's like, "Sure." I did a commission. I did a little art piece for a VTuber who's a friend of mine. He's called Imp Gerba. He's pretty cool. And I and I did a draw for him. Then
Bro, you gotta let me post it, like show it here on the cast, man. You gotta let me show it.
Oh my god, Blackie, it's not a dead meme. Dude, it's good fucking shit. Just
this is
accept people are still like your stuff, man. It's getting depressing.
up there's my V is the artwork that I did, and his VTuber avatar there. Actually trying to paint it right now, but it's not done yet.
Oh wow.
Shading it is a little bit of a pain.
Hey, if you guys are not on the Discord, join the Discord. Check all the stuff out. We also talk about other Gundam stuff as well.
Wait, if we're talking about the Discord, weren't we supposed to be talking about the rest of Turn A in general?
I mean, we talked what we could about Turn A.
Hopefully,
Okay.
Speaking of which, of the Discord, hopefully we get to when Gundam Breaker comes out. Can we do the Gundam Blue Gundam?
Oh, dude, what kind of question is that?
Dude, I'll be all cool with that shit.
Oh, bro, I'll be, dude. I'm telling you, like, right before it comes out, I'm gonna make like a, like, that's why, like, recently I was talking about a streaming. I was thinking about like streaming a little bit of it.
Diorama contest now with that.
Oh, bro.
Diorama stuff,
Yeah.
but that's gonna be good.
Yeah, we used to do fun with that.
Right.
Let's see. Oh, and Fukuda. Oh yeah, I already read that. That makes Destiny being so bad. Sting on more. Yeah. Another problem with the Cosmic Errors is the studio tried to quickly push out more product and take advantage of Syd's popularity. Yeah, that's true. And they keep the same. Team and will worked on Syd and. Yeah. A lot of it's because of like they know if the same team if it's on board, it makes it just easier to do the production because everybody sort of knows what to expect, for example, versus hiring a new team and sort of trying to get the mind of that team. So, bro, like, imagine if you have to draw the Mona Lisa, you kind of had to like be on the mindset of a Da Vinci. Am I right? Like you get what I'm saying? Like if I were to tell you, like, hey, I need you to draw something that Da Vinci would draw. You know?
Yeah.
Like, you think he would draw that? Yeah.
It would be difficult. Yeah. You can't really capture a style, so I guess
that's probably the best way of putting it. Yeah. To capture a style, basically. Destiny gets more respect in Build Fighters than he does in his own show. Yeah. I mean, he was a boxer, man. They even made him a boxer.
Hell yeah. That was a pretty good redemption arc for the machine itself.
In my opinion, even though that was cool and all, but in my opinion, my boy should have gotten the Maxter Gundam.
Oh, the Maxter Gundam.
I agree with you there. The Maxter Gundam would have been a much better choice. Because it's an actual physical boxer.
It's just a license reasons. It's like Halo Infinite. Halo Infinite couldn't license the music, for example, the Halo music. You guys know about that? You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, I know what you're talking about. But wouldn't they be okay with it since in Build Fighters Try, they had Domon as one of the person.
Well, it depends. It depends. Some people.
Can we go back to that for a second? Why in the absolute hell is Domon Kashu in there? How is that physically fucking possible?
There was a theory they called Build Fighters kind of like the Gundam Heaven, basically. Because
wait, so they're in Gundam Heaven?
Yeah, there's a theory. There's a theory, and it's actually a fun little theory. They call the world of Build Fighters Gundam Heaven because you see like all of past Gundam characters from multiple universes in there that they died and they get basically reincarnated in that world.
That is some heavy duty stuff.
I mean, think about it, bro. You got a guy named Raw who looks exactly like Raw. That pilot's a goof.
You know, it could be just a theory, but maybe what if Gundam over there is just live action?
Oh yeah.
What is Gundam over there is just live action? Those are the actors just
I
running
think it's kind of
around.
I think it's kind of funny because of like Bill Fighter sort of gets into the thing like, hey, we're struggling selling model kits. What's one way to up it? I know. Let's just do it this way. And I think because it's like this, like the first Gundam, a lot of people doesn't know that the first Gundam was actually canceled after 3 episodes. A lot of people don't know that. After 3 episodes, it was canceled because of it was just too scary. I'll be real with you. A lot of people say it was too scary, that uh, the war aspects was just too much, which is, yeah. But what saved it was the Gunpla cells. That literally was the only thing that saved it and continue on with the rest of the show.
Yeah, and crazy.
Oh, hey, Stalvier, my friend, just joined the server.
um,
Wait, I thought you did join the server. Did you leave it for some reason, man?
us- you know, and also thinking about Gundam Heaven isn't kind of cool that um Christina and Mapo and Bernie, you can
I
see
gotta
them
say that that
hanging
one
out.
guy doesn't look like Master Asia.
Oh yeah, Master Asia. Oh yeah, Goof. Yeah, it's like that's what they call it, like Gundam Heaven, like because you see characters from Victory, G Gundam, obviously. But I don't know if Domo being in that world he's there because of the voice actor. Because the voice actor, I don't know how long after he did G Gundam, he shortly passed away. I know that after. I think that's why they never also gave him a voice line
Oh,
either.
right. There's that new anniversary deal about
Hmm.
about G
Oh
Gundam as well.
yeah, G Gundam 30th. Which, by the way, apparently is getting a sequel manga. I don't quote me on that. It's weird.
Yeah. Well, I think we got some pretty good topics in, but I'm gonna go ahead and end the live stream here since we're over the 2 hour mark. But all right, my fellow engineers, I wish you guys a very good night. Hopefully, Wacky doesn't come and haunt me after what our conversation. um,
I think it's a little too late for that.
yeah, and bro, like, dude, man, hey, I look, everybody listening right now, this dude got talent. He definitely got some talent. And thank you guys for joining on. All right, everybody, my fellow engineers, I wish you all a good night and have a good one.
Have a good one.
Yeah.